All right? All you gotta do is just follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Kobe Kiara is my handle there, and let's start this conversation. Last year, I got a bit overwhelmed. So many people were asking about it, and I wanted it to make sense, especially for the mentees. So write to me, and if you're a mentor, if you are a leader, if you are a life coach, I'm also looking for you. All right, guys. So every single day, we want to interact with our audience, all right? So today, we've brought two up here. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
Good, good.
Okay.
Good to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. What is your name, honey?
Faith Maina.
Faith Maina. And what is your name, sir?
Robert Moto.
Robert Mwatu. Faith, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Faith Maina is a girl who is inspired in many things, and I love journalism. I also love music, and I love doing a lot of stuff like singing most of the time. I love singing, yeah.
Okay, you definitely have to drop by for one of our karaoke sessions then, yeah? Okay, but you've said that you want to be a journalist.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, okay, at first, I was inspired when I see the news anchor, when they read the news, I get inspired. And also I wanted to be at the screen. I wanted people to see me, and I want to be a celeb.
Really? Oh, nice. Okay. I love when I hear that. It looks very glamorous, right?
Yeah.
But you've seen what we do here. It's a lot of hard work. You've noticed, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so to become a celebrity and for people to know you and for you to be on the screen cannot be the only reason you're doing this, right? Well, what do you care about in terms of society and young people and that kind of thing?
Okay. I want also to inspire the young people.
Yeah.
When they see me there, it's like they want to say like, I want to be like her, I want to do this, and yeah.
Okay, but darling, you know it has to be about issues, right? You know, media and the fourth estate is very specific about really being the voice of the common person, the person who doesn't have a voice, the person who doesn't feel heard, you know? And when it comes to public service delivery, when it comes to leadership, sindio, hizo vitu zote ukizichanganisha, that's why the fourth estate, to give information and knowledge so that people can be empowered, people can gain knowledge, okay? That other part is just majuju, sindio? Yeah, so I think vile unasoma sahi, what you should do is find the thing that you care about the most. Apart from looking nice and getting people to see you and being a celeb, find that one thing that you care about the most. It can be children, it can be health, women's issues, corruption, okay? Different issues, food, okay? I work with very many journalists, and you could tell that this person was very passionate from a young age. When you see someone like Dan Mwangi, he's very conscious, he cares about business, so that's where he ended up, you know? So find the one thing. Find the one thing that you really care about that can transform someone's life, and let that be the thing that leads you. The rest will come, okay? The fancy, the glam, the makeup, the celeb, the followers, it'll come, okay? But find the one thing that people can resonate and know you for. Sawa? Haya, mtungo ya sasa. Unaitwa nani?
Robert.
Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert, I wanted to ask you, and we did this over the break. Robert, have you ever voted?
No.
Why?
Well, I've only been able to vote legally for like 2 years.
Okay.
But in that 2 years, I still haven't voted.
Okay.
That's because I don't really think there's impact in voting as much as they say you vote, but it's like the same thing every year since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not really interested in voting.
Do you feel that as a young person, you have a voice in this day and age?
Well, maybe a small voice, but it's like hard to get out to like the mass public, and so it doesn't really feel like you have a voice,
Yeah.
even if you do kind of. So
Okay. So have you registered to vote? Why?
Okay. I don't feel like voting.
But I don't feel like, why? Do you feel like it would make a change, a difference?
I don't think so.
Why? Sorry about hizo maswali zote, but tell me, I want to get to the root of it.
Okay. One thing is because, okay, you know, in our country, like, kasai, nitavote. Then nikisha vote still kuna ile the corruption na hizo vitu zote. Okay, I don't think it make any difference because hata nikivote bado kuna ile ile they wanasanya. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This is a bit scary for me. I don't know. Listening, right? Are you voting this year?
Voting, we have to vote.
We have to vote.
Yes.
Absolutely. I feel really
I
sad.
don't think it'll
Make a
make any
change.
difference.
It'll make difference. Every vote counts. It'll make difference. And you know what happens when you vote, guys? What happens when you vote is that you have the right to complain. You have the right to walk into your member of parliament, into your MCA's office, into your senator's office, you have the right. They are the public servant.
Even if you complain,
Yeah.
it will make no difference.
Really?
It will,
Yeah.
my
It
dear.
will. Sometimes it does. But it takes concerted effort. Do you feel like it'll make a difference?
Well, like currently we have stories of even dead people voting, so it feels like it's so chaotic.
Yeah.
Even if you say your vote will make a difference, I feel like it could be a difference for the worse, because that vote could end up being stolen. So
Oh, wow. I'm sad. Are you guys feeling a bit sad about this conversation? I didn't expect this. Leslie, please talk to them while I gather myself.
I think the younger generation don't have that information.
Yeah.
That we are the ones to shape our country. We need to vote. Like, I feel like they're lacking a lot of information.
Yeah.
We should talk to them one day. At least we go to institutions and talk to them, because I feel like, oh my God, we are losing them. Because
Absolutely.
if they won't vote, then who will vote?
Exactly,
It
guys,
is
you are our
us to
future.
vote.
Yeah.
And then the country, okay, like previously, they talked about changing IBC and stuff. We are doing this for our betterment. So please, talk to them. Oh my God, we need to vote.
Yes, guys, you have to vote. You have to vote. You have to vote. You have to vote. Your vote will make a difference. It will. You know, and you're young right now and you have a whole beautiful life ahead of you, but it's so, so important to be a part of this process, to be a Kenyan and to exercise your right. It is your right. And you know, here's the thing. I don't talk about politics, all right? I am not a journalist per se, okay? And I want to say this very, very clearly, all right? It's the most vital part of everything that we do. When I was young, yeah, I didn't really think about voting. I thought about myself, you know. I thought about what I wanted to do in the future. But exercising that right actually does change people's lives, okay? It gives you a voice, all right? And it is so, so important that during that process, after you've registered, then start to look for the qualities of leadership that you want. And that's the person that then you vote for. Hata kama unasema ita make difference, ita make difference. Hata kama unaona vote yako itakauntiwa ama itapotea, it will make a difference. It does make a difference. Okay? People have gone to court because of a few numbers off. All right? Yeah, we've had issues because of a few numbers. Do you understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
every number counts. Now, are you going to register? Again, I will ask you.
sure, you
Really?
convinced me, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come looking for you. I am gonna come looking for you, all right? Are you going to register? Where's your polling station?
Wow.
Kilimani.
Kilimani?
Yeah.
Okay, and?
Pangani.
Pangani. Mnatafuta leader wa aina gani basi? Kwa sababu mko very clear mtaki hawa, si ndio? Wako very clear, si ndio? Yeah? Basi mnataka leader wa aina gani basi? You're young, you are the voice of the people. Tell me.
A leader mwenye atakuwa anasimama na Kenya. Atakuwa there when Kenya need him. Atakuwa that person, like a leader, unaka vile leader anakuanga kwake kwa nyumba, like vile mwanaume kwa nyumba. Yeah, we need that leader.
Okay. Okay, what do you think needs to change?
Yeah, I agree with her. We need strong leaders who say what they're gonna do and they actually deliver.
Okay.
So yeah.
And that's
basically.
about it, right? Very simple. Very, very simple. All right, guys, so you've heard it there from young people. I hope the leaders, I know that we are watched at State House, I was told, okay? So I know that the leaders in this country watch this show and you're hearing it from young people. It sounds a little bit, you know, that there's no hope there. It sounds very, but there is hope. And we need to keep encouraging young people to vote, to become part of the process, to question and ask, okay? It is your right. Remember that. We are paying these people. We are the ones who pay them their salaries. It doesn't seem like that though, does it? No. But by the time we need to get there is by exercising this right. Cindio, yeah? Does anyone have a comment in our audience? Because I'm a little bit shocked by this. I thought every young person, go ahead. Are you guys voting? Have you registered? Yes. Have you registered? Yes, okay. I'm glad I picked you two though. Yeah, because guys have registered. What do you have to say, sir?
Okay.
Do you want to remove your hat to kuone vile wewe unakam super? All right, there we go.
Okay, thanks. My name's Adan. Now, I want to add something to what they have just said. You know, the problem with us young guys not wanting to vote is that the same thing happening in Kenya for so long. I mean, wase tumeanza ku lose hope na life, na we feel that hata huyu akifanya hivi, if you vote them, if you don't vote, they are the same. But me as a young guy, I actually want to urge the young people that you have to look at yourself and what you can do. You have to look at what you can do to change the Kenya and the world at large. So think of humanity, forget about everything. Think of love, forget about hate. You know, if you read the story of Hummingbird,
Yeah.
the story of a hummingbird is very popular. It is you see this little hummingbird seeing their forest catching fire, all the other animals moving out of the forest, just wondering what they can do. But the little hummingbird flies over to the river, takes a very tiny water with a tiny beak, comes to the forest, to the fire, tries to drop. Now, the other animal are there. What are you doing, little hummingbird? And she just tells them that I'm doing the little I can to change the world. So don't say that you can't vote. Just do the little you can to change Kenya.
Oh my God. You are awesome.
So I think what we are lacking is inspirational talk.
Yeah.
Kenya are lacking that. We don't have those people we are looking up to.
Yeah.
The guys who are up there are the same people. I don't want to talk harsh, but they are the same, you know.
Yeah.
But forget everything. Go to your house, go to your friend, tell him, preach love, talk about humanity, help the needy, and world will be much better. Thank you.
Oh, wow. I want you actually to give the microphone to the lady who's sitting next to you, okay? Because I met her earlier, and she's a mom, yeah? Is this shocking to you a little bit?
Very shocking.
Tell me, yeah.
Yeah, I think in this audience, maybe I'm the youngest here. Because they
We
say
celebrate
life
you,
starts
mommy.
at 40.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly, so I'm a few years old. So I'm young at heart. Some of you I know they're young enough to be my daughters and my sons.
Yeah.
My son is a second year, so I've voted for the last 5 general elections. And I can tell you, I'm not giving up. Though sometimes there seems like there's no change, but I am the change that I want to see. So even you are the change that you want to see. You must take a step of that change, and let's make Kenya great. We are a great nation. And I think especially for the young people, even my daughter is in Form 4, and I've told her, make sure this one you have to vote. You have to vote, because if you want change in your school, in our lives, in this nation, you have to vote. If you don't, then who is going to vote for you? Who is going to bring that change? So I think all of us, if you're over 18 years old, please go and take a voter's card and make sure you vote the best candidate. And not just a candidate because maybe he's choomed, he has a lot of money, or because, but look at what he says he can deliver. We have seen people who can deliver. They're good people, they're good Kenyans. Matiang'i is one of them. They're great people in this nation. We have great leaders. Just listen what they have to give to us, and then we vote. That one vote counts. And I
Absolutely.
think that's great.
Amazing. Very, very, very well said. My director, Jackson, has just reminded me of something, and I have to talk about this before we take a break very quickly. Do you guys remember Brexit? Do you remember Brexit? The United Kingdom, the UK decided, Britain decided to leave, to exit, and then the regret that happened after, right? Trump, did you see that there was more people during the protests and the march than at the inauguration, right? Do you know? And I looked at these numbers and I said, why didn't you just vote? If you are so upset as Americans, why didn't you just step out there and vote for Bernie Sanders or Hillary if that was it, you know? But now look at what they're dealing with. You know, bad leaders are selected by people who don't vote. Never forget that, okay? Nangoja mulilete voters card. Tuieke hewani next week, sindio? Sindio? All right, nanda check.